my chain ain't nothing like homies.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
Just like a breaker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, trying to give me some more. On our pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on Blizzard like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. At their own 28-yard line.
Quick, ready?
Jackson first play going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Jackson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
Here's 2nd and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Sit up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Forward.
Here's Jackson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Steady.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Sit up. Ready. Sit up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Here's a screen for Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Sit up. 180. Report. Sit up.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Gets through and now an opening. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. But we know that he can get 1st downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Ready?
Third and 12.
19. 62. Come 19. Come 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
180. It's up.
Again, it's Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
He turned it.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's not. Not. 180. It's not. 180. Hey, hey. 180.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Play action. Now Jackson will try to pick it up himself. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimum level.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Harris will go in motion left.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5 here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Michael Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Second down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles. Check smash. Check smash. 19 Wyatt. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Come on, come on. Hit. 18 Cardinals. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go. Let's go.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the right side and intercepted. Through the middle of the field. And he will bring it back. It's a quick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
13.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check. 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
19, Panther 11, 19, Mustang 19.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Okay, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Red! Bronco 80! 60 Maverick, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go!
They're going to look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion right, that's Harrison. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Hurt. 70.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Vikings, 60,
Hands it off out of the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
After 60 Wildcats, 60 Wildcats.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating. He's got him in. Complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Let's go. 70 lines, go.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, middle. What is it?
They go play action now. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's finally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Middle.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
His kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
19 Sergeant, 18 Randall, 18 Randall.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Michael Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and throw it for a loss.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On now the Miami field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. a good return up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Justin Jefferson, 68 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
60 even. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
30. Browns 16. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
70, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. We'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 9 here.
Sit on! Sit on! Go ahead. Sit on!
They'll run again here with Robinson. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
18, right here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Here's 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Browns.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Rattler.
Back to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Session, if they can.
Maverick, 60 Mavericks, go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
60 Bobcats!
3rd and long.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Warrior 70. Check. 18, Biden, Panther 11, 7 Pirates, 7, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19, 18 Cardinals, Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 99 yards. extend this fourth quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
37, Browns 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. As he'll be backed up to start this